Well, this hearing is not about Medicaid, but let me just point out that there is, in fact, around $1 trillion in cuts that are coming to Medicaid. And we know that is a fact because fact-based people out in the real world, like hospitals and nursing homes and doctors' practices, are already planning their finances for the crash in revenue that's going to come from the Republican-built red tape bomb that's going to go off in Medicaid to basically drive people off it because they won't be able to keep up with the red tape requirement. So that's where we are on that. I can't let that go unrebutted. With respect to Social Security, well, the trust fund's going to be exhausted a year earlier than predicted. A lot of that's thanks to the billionaires' bill that the Republicans jammed through. It hits in 2032, just 6 years from now. Where Democrats, we've been pretty out there. We've got bills. You can look at them, kick the tires, take your pot shots. We have legislation that will make Social Security solvent for as far as the actuarial eye can see without cutting benefits. Where's the Republican proposal? Where is it? It doesn't exist. They want to go into a back room and get wheeler deals done that allow for benefit cuts and things like that they don't want to own, so they don't want to put it out there. That's where we are. The first thing that we should see is if Republicans want to solve Social Security, put your plan on the table. Why hide it? What do you want to do? Put it out there. We've done that. So while we're at it on Social Security, not only is it running out of trust fund, but we've also got Social Security Administration internal collapse thanks to Musk and his wretched little doggy boys going in and getting lots of people fired from their jobs. We've got reporting that his little doggy boys took data, planning to take Social Security private data and offer it to private employers. So there are a lot of problems with Social Security, but the big one is how do we make sure that benefits don't get cut in 2032? And we've got a plan. We're not ashamed of our plan. We put it out there. It's actually not complicated. You actually make people who are making huge amounts of income pay the same Social Security taxes as everybody else all the way up the rest of their income. And if they're dodging their income because they're really fancy and they've been able to park it through various types of corporate obscuring, go hunt that down and actually make sure that they've got to pay Social Security on that as well. You shouldn't be able to hide your income through a corporate device and dodge Social Security that way. It's still income, you're still spending it. That's still, the way your world works. So we can do that. Remember the day when Biden at the State of the Union said, no benefit cuts to Social Security? And the whole room stood up, standing O, unanimous bipartisan applause. Well, if we're still there, the math is really simple. If you don't cut benefits, you got to add revenue. Where would you want to go for revenue? Why not to the highest income people who aren't paying into it now beyond what an ordinary nurse or plumber would? It doesn't make any sense. Why would you reward people for dodging their income through corporate screens so that they don't have to count it as payroll? They bring it in other ways. This shouldn't be hard. This shouldn't be hard. And the first step, frankly, is going to be our Republican colleagues, put up or shut up. Give us a plan. If you don't have one, let's have a vote on ours. And you can vote it down and own that. But we have been very clear. Multiple Democrat senators have put out plan after plan that will make Social Security solvent. Mine actually makes Social Security and Medicare solvent for 75 years, as far as the actuarial eye can see, according to both the Social Security and the CMS actuaries. So we can do this. It's lying there right in front of us. It's just a question of political will and of some people not wanting to own what they want to do to Social Security. That's our problem. Thank you, Chairman.